Welcome back to CVM at Sunrise. The Solar Head of State is conducting a Jamaica Community Solar Challenge. The challenge is to design a project to inspire your community and share the benefits of solar energy. Carlington Burrell and Keenan Faulkner join us to tell us more about this interesting challenge. Welcome, gentlemen.
Thank you.
All right, so starting with you, Keenan, Community Solar Challenge, what exactly is that?
Well, what we want you to do ideally is to create some art form that can be displayed, recorded, written, or performed in some skit or piece that is like a script or a poster, a song, or anything that is artistic that can display to your community the benefits of using solar energy.
All right, and the drive behind this initiative, Carlington?
Well, we realize how wonderful this project is,
yes,
and it really allowed Jamaicans to be creative, to show their creativity. So we at the Caribbean Climate Innovation Center decided that we'd fund such an initiative.
All right, so basically it is also geared towards getting more people aware and involved in the whole concept of climate response, whether it is climate resilience or mitigation or adaptation.
Right, definitely. Pretty much all three.
No, solar energy is all around us, yet there are countries, including in the Caribbean, that have gone further down the wicket in terms of using renewables, in particular solar energy. What do you hope to happen year 5 from now, after this challenge would have been in circulation for some time?
Well, we would hope that, Jamaicans can see why it is that solar energy is important, because given our current energy usage, we realize that fossil fuels and burning fuels is extremely, costly, and we want to eventually drive down the costs of energy by using more renewables, and in the process try to develop that sort of industry that will also create more jobs.
And with this initiative, it's like building a pipeline of, creativity, innovation. So you're looking at energy security, efficient energy. You're looking at saving money, and all of this falls within what you call sustainable development goals.
Yeah.
So you're building a pipeline of innovation and creativity. So you'll see the reward.
One of the things you mentioned, Keenan, is the whole aspect of creating jobs. How can jobs be created by fostering more persons utilizing solar energy?
Well, in the long term, the costs will eventually be cheaper. Our GDP can expand, and therefore jobs might be created indirectly, but directly, of course, when you want to install solar systems and everything pertaining to the whole engineering aspect of solar energy and building it out and phasing it out across the island, there will be opportunities for jobs in that sphere, engineering, sustainable development, and so on.
So you both conceive of a time when more solar panels will be actually made here from scratch, or are we going to continue to do the majority of it being imported?
Well, you start with the importation, then you look at ways how you can have the equipment like these being developed in Jamaica, but then again you have to look at the efficiency of developing equipment like these in Jamaica. So you look at the energy, the cost of energy,
right,
and these solar panels itself will reduce the cost of energy.
Yes.
So definitely it will gives you the opportunity to have such a factory,
right,
or entity to develop these things in Jamaica.
To do them locally. Who does the challenge target?
Okay, so the challenge targets young persons who are 25 and under. They must not turn 26 beyond the end of this month, April 30. And the deadline is actually May 16. Prizes, there are many prizes to be won. First prize is 75,000 Jamaican dollars. Second prize 40,000. Third prize 12,000, as well as Brescia bags sponsored by Brescia. Yes. And the winner will also get to present their idea, their project in Kingston. All expenses paid in terms of travel to VIPs from business, government, and other civil society leaders.
Right. So this is in terms of the persons that are selected to win. Their presentation is not in the form of a pitch, it's just showcasing what would have been done to have secured the prizes.
So with that, we allow them to be creative.
Okay.
So they can do it in many forms. They can do a dub, they can do it in the form of art creation, They can do in form of music, in joins. So, any form that they choose to, they can do it. Once they're creative and speak to how they can inspire the community and spread the word of how solar energy can really help build and develop a community.
Okay. Now, how do people get information about joining the campaign, becoming a part of the challenge?
They can visit the website, www.solarheadofstate/solar challenge.
Solar Head of State /Solar Channel.
Yes.
What, the name, I should have started there, Solar Head of State. Who came up with that? And
Okay, well, Solar Head of State is actually run by Mr. James Elsmore.
Yeah.
And Carlington will be able to speak to his position.
So, this is an initiative that he has been, executing across the world.
Yeah.
And he has been doing it on a number of other different islands. In St. Lucia, for sure, and another couple other islands. But now we're driving this initiative in Jamaica.
Right.
And because we are, the Caribbean Climate Innovation Center, we are on board with this initiative. At first, we were sponsoring 500, US, and we realized that no, we're talking about Jamaicans here. We're super creative, so you want to propel them to develop their ideas, propel them to start expanding. And what they're thinking about and how they want to go about with their idea. So we decided to give even more funding for this initiative. And again, you're building a pipeline, of innovation here.
Right.
And this is all of this again leading towards sustainable development. So, we're driving this in Jamaica and we're looking at to develop it in other islands.
And when you say 24 and under, is there a minimum age below which someone is not eligible?
No, there's no minimum age, and you don't have to be enrolled in a tertiary or secondary institution to participate.
Very good. Why I ask is because obviously when you keep making reference to creating a pipeline, it's obvious that you're trying to switch more persons on to renewable energy, to sustainable development, and to solar-powered energy in particular. Talk us through, by the way, we're going to reserve the last couple of minutes for you to speak to our viewers more about what the Caribbean Climate Change Innovation Center really is. But talk to us some more about the benefits. You've made it clear in terms of energy security, Keenan, that this will, over time, reduce the cost of energy. But are there other advantages to solar energy? And if there are advantages, perhaps there are also disadvantages. What would those be?
Well, I would say it's cleaner, obviously, more than fossil fuels. So in the time, there's going to be that environmental impact that is going to redound to the benefit of the wider society. So certainly that would be an advantage. In terms of a disadvantage, perhaps in the initial instance, building out and setting up the equipment might be very costly. But in the end, as time progresses, maybe in the next 5-10 years, I think it would be a worthwhile investment towards, over time, driving down the cost of energy, because currently, in terms of energy costs, Jamaica, we can't compete really well with other Caribbean nations. You find that now, in terms of fossil fuels, it might be like, I think it may be 40 cents per kilowatt. In other areas of the Caribbean, it's 8 cents or 5 cents US dollars, of course, speaking. So eventually, we want to ensure that that cost long-term is so minimal that we are able to efficiently grow our economy in other sectors as well.
When you do the comparisons, 5 cents or 8 cents versus 40 cents or 45 cents, that's a factor of 8 in terms of the reduction of the unit cost to energy to households. Are there ideas that are being developed where entire communities perhaps could be taken, well, I don't know if it would be wise to take them off the grid, but that the energy they use would be totally generated from solar rather than even a combination?
Definitely, because you're not encouraged to come off the grid. Because there's the policy where you can also sell
to the grid.
Sell
correct.
To the grid.
Yeah.
But there are definitely community initiatives like
Yes.
those that are looking to expand. So, and there are some pilot projects across different communities. So, and when they do that, then they can look at the cost-benefit ratio of doing so.
Buzzer section, what exactly is the CCIC and what does it mean?
The Caribbean Climate Innovation Center is an initiative of the World Bank that is funded by the government of Canada. So we're a consortium of the two leading scientific research institutions in the Caribbean. And they're SRC, which is based here, Scientific Research Council, and Kariri, which is based in Trinidad, which is the Caribbean, Kariri, which is Caribbean.
Go ahead, I'll give you the time.
Research Institute.
Yeah.
I guess I paused there and it wasn't right.
No, we extended the time. We're good people here.
But yeah, so there's but those are the two consortium which manages the unit right now, and we're operating the Caribbean using what we call a hub and spoke model. So we're in 14 different territories where we have hubs operating on the ground, executing our mandates. Our program, such as the bootcamp acceleration program, we have the proof of concept where we have donated over $250,000 to 11 entrepreneurs across the region, and now we're about to launch our innovation lab in collaboration with the Scientific Research Council, and they're also launching their Science Resource Center while we're launching our lab there, and that's tomorrow.
And all of these projects are geared towards achieving sustainable development, limiting the carbon emissions, and other deleterious impacts of how we as a modern society live and what that causes to the environment.
Yes.
All right. Cool. Thank you, Keenan. Thank you, Carrington.
Thank you.
We're up on a break. Get the details about the Community Solar Challenge on the CCIC website, and we'll also have the information on our solar media, our social media pages. We're up on a break, and I certainly need it.